Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with Chris from RDR. How's it going?
Great, man. How you?
Good, man. First and foremost, I know there's a lot of chaos, but I wanted to congratulate you guys on the big win.
Thank you.
I guess focus on the fight first.
Legendary night.
Yeah,
legendary.
He came in, hometown, very questionable scorecards. I'm sure that you thought the same thing. Wanted to get your thoughts first on that, and then how did he perform? Because he landed a lot of great right hands.
The game plan was spectacular. The game plan couldn't have got any better. The fight, it was a really good fight. First off, I'll take my hat off to Kelvin. He was in great shape to take those shots and still stand up. I mean, he took shots from the second round all the way to the end, and he stood up. As far as those scorecards, I don't know who that judge is, but they should disbar him. He should no longer be allowed to be a judge. I know it's a hometown fight, and I know you got to fight hard to win to win against a hometown fighter, but that wasn't even close. I mean, the scorecards should not even been close. Even the other two scorecards at 2 points apiece. No way. There's no way you can see that fight that way. He blanked that kid. That kid might have won one round.
Yeah, I scored it maybe, like you said, maybe one round at max that Kelvin probably had.
That was like the fifth or something like that.
Two, maybe hometown advantage, but he needed a knockout.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and the thing is, this is how you know he lost the fight. In the 12th round, he didn't even press him. He didn't even try to go knock him out. His corner didn't tell him to go knock him out because they was afraid that if he went to knock him out, he would probably get knocked out himself. I mean, he took some hellacious shots. I hope he's okay. The aftermath was just something different. I really hope those guys heal as a unit and get the help that they need.
Were you present at the time that it happened? Like, were you?
Yeah, I was in the locker room when it happened. They ran that, him and 10 other guys ran in the locker room.
It was that many people?
Yeah, they all ran in. I don't know what they expected us to do. I mean, at that point, it was gonna be if y'all swung, then we swing. It was pretty much that simple. We didn't come here for that. We came here to win and go home. They ran in the locker room and they started pushing and headbutting and shoving and whatnot. We pushed back. Eventually when Top Rank came, they backed off. But the damage was already done. There's no place for that in the sport.
Did you ever feel like it was ever going to stop? Was it that chaotic, or was it?
Here we are now in the lobby of the hotel. It still hasn't stopped.
When you mean it?
Right now we can't go out really to get something to eat. Like we can't go outside like that. We're in their hometown. Only God knows what happens if we go outside.
That's true.
Now I was outside. It is what it is. I don't care, but.
But did it bleed over here? Like, was there more people?
Yeah, they had the cops. They had the whole police force basically out front.
But they were still there's people coming looking for you guys.
They still want work. And the thing is, okay, fine. If you guys want to do that, we can do it for the cash. That's the whole thing. Wu has 2 brothers. You have 2 brothers. Let's get it popping. We can make it a family affair.
Business-wise, it makes sense, right? But what Keyshawn and them didn't make sense because, there was a lot of aftermath stuff. And I don't know if you're privy to say, but, is there potential, maybe a lawsuit or anything, or you're just not sure?
There's always potential for sure. The crappy part of this is for that kid, he's imploding, between the missing weight and, this mess.
Losing the belt.
Losing
the main event.
Having to go to 140 where it's not going to be as easy as it was at 135. You were bigger than everybody. At 140, the scales are even. You know what I mean? So if you want to fight, you can get a fight. But now you guys got to come to us. We came to your hometown and beat you. Now you got to come to us. There's a 140 at home that is Wu's brother, literally, named Killer Duke Johnson. He is signed to RDR. You want to fight? Here's my message to you. You guys want to fight? We can fight. Let's get paid.
I know that he's going through a lot of things, and I know that older of us, we've had situations. Not saying the same, but wisdom, right? I know that sometimes we can share some, and granted, if you were able to give some words of wisdom, just the whole situation, just what would you tell them, just specifically?
For Kelvin, hey, look, go back to the drawing board. Get back to work. You got a great team behind you. Get sharper, get smarter. Look at the fight, watch the fight, see what you did wrong. See why you kept getting hit with that right hand. See why you let him get underneath your jab and get inside and do damage. Pause. it was so much that you could have done differently. So if I'm advising you, it's pretty simple. Just go back and look at the fight. Check your flaws. Don't get mad at the guy that beat you. He didn't get mad when he lost to Keyshawn. It was what it was. He went back to the drawing board. He got better. He won the next 3-4 fights. You know, you go do the same. And if you want it, get it back in blood. Get the rematch. You got Top Rank behind you. They got lots of money. They got lots of access. They can make a fight anytime. Send the contract over. We'll rematch. I don't think the rematch will go any differently, but I mean, you can try.
I heard Calvin, the one that lost, came in, tried to stop and kind of neutralize it a little bit. Ironically, the one that lost.
Yeah, I didn't even see him. By the time everything went down, I didn't even see him. By the end, you know, they came in, they apologized, and everything is cool. Like, everything is cool with us, but clearly it's not cool with them yet.
Would you say, you know, I know, I talked to Rodney that, you know, everything you can forgive, but it's always a cost to everything. Would you say you forgive in a sense that?
Yeah, hey, look, I understand. I've had fighters lose and feel sore about it. I get it, but to take it to that level where bodily harm could have been caused to anybody, you know, for you guys make money with your fist. You know, you could have hurt your fist on somebody's head. You could have missed and hit a wall. You know, somebody could have clocked you. You know, whatever. You know how bad this looks, and your hometown. You know, this is now a national. This will probably be a national incident, and it's a black eye on Top Rank, and they don't deserve it because they're a really good promotional company. The card was great. The theatrics were great. All of the props were great. It didn't deserve what it got at the end. It's not worth it.
Was it a black eye on boxing, would you say?
I don't think it was a black eye on boxing because it didn't go that far. But it's a black eye on the city of Norfolk, which is beautiful, by the way. They have been nothing but nice to us, courteous. It's a great place. You guys should represent your hometown better than that.
Lastly, before I let you go, I heard Terence and Beaumont came in and kind of cheered Nahir. Did you see it?
They did. I actually got the pictures on my phone.
Oh, do you don't mind if he didn't have it on that phone? We wanted to share it.
Yeah, I got it.
And he was super excited when he talked about it. And did it put a smile on your?
Yeah, that put a smile on my face. I think he was super hyped. It was a great situation.
That's awesome.
And I thank Terence for coming in and just, you know, being the champion that he is. You know, nobody wants to lose, man. Nobody wants to lose. Unfortunately, I've had fighters in our camp lose. We just had Duke Johnson go over to Saudi Arabia and lose on the DAZN card. You know, it is what it is. That kid came right back to Philadelphia, went right back in the gym. All these guys are sparring together. All these guys are working hard. He fought for the TCL the day he won. You know, Philly Smoke won again. We are professionals, and as a promoter, I just try to tell my guys, be as professional as possible because it can take you places. You may lose a fight, and then your professionalism get looked at, you know, for what you did the right way, even in losing.
Awesome. Well, look, I don't want to take a lot of time, Chris. I really appreciate you being extremely informative. Where can he follow you on social media? I know you one of the promoters of RDR, and could you give me the details for the fans that are out there?
You can just go on RDR at RDR Promotions. You can go to NFI Luxury Autos. That's my rental car company. That's what I'm under. That's where you can find me at. My name is Christopher Casey on Facebook. You can look me up anytime. I answer all my emails and all that good stuff. So
there might be a lot of emails coming your way.
my voice is going, so I probably won't have a voice for probably about a week.
Awesome.
So I gotta get some tea.
Well, first and foremost, like I said before, congratulations on the win. It should be something like that, and then hopefully everything gets resolved afterwards.
Hard work. I just want to say hard work pays off, and my message to Lou Albright, even though I already told him, but I want him to get this on camera. Your dedication and your stick-to-itiveness in the gym, you know, going up against the world, knowing that, having to come here and fight in his hometown, that was legendary. That was something that it can never be taken away, and I think it will be remembered in boxing forever. Just because, not because it was the biggest fight, but because you were literally up against it. 10,000 fans screaming for this guy, and you came in and you took his heart, you took his will, and you took his belt. So Congratulations, young man.